Good evening and welcome to the Mr. Phil Show. We have such an exciting lineup for you tonight. And first and foremost, our host, Mr. Phil.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Mr. Phil Show. I hope everybody's doing fine out there. We have a really big show for you tonight.
Yes, we do. Wow, we have some great guests.
Yes.
We have the Academy of Film, Television, Stage, and Performing Arts.
Yes, we do.
Yay.
You realize
Goshen.
this is our biggest Mr. Phil show that we've ever done in 19 years.
So exciting. And
Yes, it is.
wow. And I hear there's a lot of excitement going on with you, Mr. Phil.
Yes, there is.
Wow. And how exactly, I heard that you were picked up by this major talent company. Is that right?
Yes, I was in New York City.
Okay, and that's how you began studying with the Academy of Film, Television,
Yes,
Stage,
I said
and
it's,
Performing Arts. Isn't that right?
Yes, I figured this way. As long as I got picked up in New York City, I might as well start, studying acting and learning it all, because now I'm going to have the time to do it.
Wow. And now, because why? You're retiring?
I'm retiring, yes. I got this week, and I'm done.
But you're not going to retire from the Mr.
Oh,
Phil
no,
Show?
no. In
Okay.
fact, this is even going to go bigger with the show business career. And eventually, with my manager, Carl Richards, we're going to be starting a children's TV show.
Wow. That is so exciting.
Yes, and, we'd like you to be part of it.
I would be thrilled.
Right.
Absolutely thrilled. But tell me about your training with the group from Goshen. That it's run by Nan Gill and David Wilson. Isn't
Yes,
that right?
it is. And I'm learning things that I never knew before, because I'm not new to this. I mean, in New York City, I was going to different classes on commercials and acting and things like that. But here I'm getting the real thing, because in New York City, it just seems that it's altogether different. It's a lot of actors and actresses that have been doing it, all their lives, and I could just feel the difference in the class. Okay? When I study with David, it's so real. I could just feel that it's real, and everything is so different. While I was in New York City, I could just see that these actors that were teaching us like acting while they were training us, and I could see a lot more, burnt out.
Now, from what I understand, David and Nan are teaching the Meisner technique.
Yes.
Okay, and so I think you're really learning about your emotional life.
Yes, I am.
Did you do the repetition exercise or anything? I know I had taken 3 years of Meisner myself.
Right.
And it was such an amazing emotional journey.
Yes, it is.
You learned so much about yourself. I'm so proud of you.
Thanks.
Wow. So exciting.
It's never too late.
Never. This is just the beginning.
Yes, and I'm working on a new CD also.
Wow. Like musical CD, I
Musical
guess.
CD, yes.
Oh my goodness. Original songs?
Original material.
Are you writing your own stuff?
No, Carl Richards, he gives me the songs, and he wrote the songs, and also his late guitarist that just passed away, Brian Emerald.
I'm not certain.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry to hear that.
Yeah, passed away, and a lot of the songs are his. And in fact, right now, I'm going to do a song from my current CD, my favorite song of all. And tonight is a proper night to do it. It's called I Had a Dream.
One of my favorite Mr. Phil tunes. I Had a Dream.
This is to everybody who has a dream out there. And I dedicate it to both Dave and Nan, my best friends out there. I had a dream my dreams have come true. I had a dream, and I'd like to thank you. I sing from my heart, you know that it's true. I had a dream, and I'd like to thank you. I chased the rainbow, I found my pot of gold. I grabbed for the brass ring. Now here it is I hold. I had a dream, my dreams have come true. I worked so hard to get it to you. I had a dream, my dreams have come true. I had a dream, now I stand in front of you. I chased the rainbow, I found my pot of gold. I grabbed for the brass ring. Now here it is I hold. I had a dream, my dreams have come true. I had a dream, now I stand in front of you. I had a dream, my dreams have come true.
Love that. So should we introduce our guests, or?
Yes.
Okay, so I want to tell you a little bit more about them. Tonight we have an excerpt from the Broadway previews, again from the Academy of Film, Television, Stage, and Performing Arts, Incorporated, from Goshen, New York. And that's run by Nan Gill and David Wilson, who are also run the Willie Gilly Production Company. And by the way, it is a not-for-profit 501c3 where you can make tax-deductible donations, and I'm sure you're going to enjoy the show. And the website is afspa.org. That's A, F as in Frank, T as in Tom, spa.org. And we're going to see 4 scenes: Joe Denny the Magnificent, The Property Condemned by Tennessee Williams, Requiem for a Heavyweight by Rod Sterling, Lovers and Other Strangers by Renee Taylor, and Joe Bologna.
Okay, so let's call Dave and Nan up. Hey, how you doing?
Hey, Dave.
Hi, how are you?
Hey, Nan.
Good to see you.
Good to see you, too.
Good to see you.
You know, what's
Very cozy on this couch, Phil. I have to say, this is a very cozy
what's
couch.
very exciting,
All of us hippies together.
Yay.
Lovers and Other Strangers. My wife and I were engaged, and we saw that movie. And the song, For All We Know, became our wedding song.
Oh,
When
there you go.
we used it at our wedding.
Wow.
That's
Who would
great.
have
That's
known?
There you go. There
That's
you go.
wonderful. That's
Yes.
wonderful.
Yeah, it's a very funny play. All of this stuff is good. The kids are really great. So actually, the first thing we're going to be taking a look at, we're going to see Joe Sullivan and Melissa Iannucci. We're going to be doing The Amazing Joe Dini, which is a very funny bit. So,
It's a magic show.
and they're magical people.
Yes,
So-
they are.
So I understand you have actors, not just kids, but from
Oh, no,
all
we
ages,
work,
Mr.
yeah, we
Phil.
work with kids from, 8 to 80. I mean,
Actually,
younger
from
than that.
6 to 80.
Wow.
Yeah.
You're never too young and never too old.
What if you're spry in 82? Will that work?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Well, we haven't had a
You gotta wait till you get there
90-year-old
before you get
yet,
there, yeah.
but we'll teach, a 90-year-old.
I'll work with anybody. Listen,
Definite.
this is life. It's all kinds of people at all different ages and levels, and
The thing about acting is you never, you never retire from acting.
that's it.
And-
you can act until it's over.
Just
You
your
know.
castability changes, I guess, as you age. I mean,
Right, and for a woman, actually, to be older is easier to be cast.
Yeah, that's true. There's a lot of. Actually,
So-
I read something. There was somebody on Facebook that posted that the day it started when the woman had started when she was 66, and she passed when she was 94, and she was still working.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, because you need all walks of life,
Yeah.
all ages, and the thing is to be able to know how to act.
Yeah.
And to be
You
able
don't have to behave. You just have to know how to act.
Oh,
Right.
Oh, good. Oh, good. We
No
were scaring us a
behaving.
little bit. We,
No,
we don't
but
like good behavior.
just to know how to do the emotional, and you took Meisner, so
Yeah.
just to be able to have that ability to develop a
good, healthy
character
technique,
and
yeah.
a good healthy technique,
Good,
and
healthy technique.
and
I've
you'll
been
see-
working with these kids for a while, and they're just great. I love them.
you'll see some good work tonight.
Very exciting.
So what do you say? We get to it?
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Woohoo!
Okay.
Okay, sounds great.
All right, here we go.
My luggage disappeared. However, I did manage to pick up my latest Trick of the Month Club offering. Now, see, I haven't had a lot of time to work on it, so I thought it would be fun for us to learn it together. So, who wants to learn some magic? I can't hear you. Who wants to learn magic? Okay, now, I need an assistant who can read. Can anybody read? Yes, you. Okay. What was your name? Again. Okay, sweet. Now, are you sure you can read?
I'm sure I can read.
Okay. Can you read these instructions as I demonstrate the trick for the audience?
Okay, sounds
Okay.
simple.
So, but before we do that, we should learn some magic words. Now, I will warn you. Last time I waved this wand, my principal disappeared. Are there any educators in the house? You may want to leave now. Okay. Okay. Now repeat after me. Abracadabra, no more homework.
Abracadabra, no more homework.
Abracadabra, no more school.
Abracadabra, no more school.
Okay, good.
Hello, Magician, and thank you for purchasing from the Trick of the Month Club. This month's trick is called the Vanishing Bandana. For this trick, you have been sent 2 items. One is a dark piece of cloth, and the other is a yellow bandana. Step 1, take out the dark piece of cloth and set it aside on a table. Step 2, take out the yellow bandana. No, fold it in half. That's right, it says fold it in half. Now fold it one more time. Step 3. Now it's time to learn the secret move. This is the most important step of them all, so pay close attention. Take the yellow bandana and hide it in your left hand. Make sure you keep your hand in a natural position. Very good. The secret move you just learned is called palming. Now that you've learned the secret move, you're ready to perform this exciting trick.
Yay!
Open the folded bandana and prove to the audience that this is a normal, everyday bandana by waving it up and down. Now place the bandana. If a member of the audience does not believe that this is a regular bandana, allow them to wipe their hands on it. Now place the bandana on a table and pick up the dark piece of cloth. Next, gather the four corners of the cloth together, making what looks like a little bag. Using your free hand, pick up the yellow bandana from the table and fold it as you did earlier. Next, drop the bandana into the little bag. Next, squeeze the bandana into a small ball. Go ahead, squeeze it harder. Are you serious right now? Squeeze it harder. Okay. What the audience did not see is that you never really placed the bandana into the bag. You actually kept it hidden in your left hand. You did remember the secret move, right? Whatever you do, keep your left hand in a natural position. Now make a magical gesture. For your grand finale, open the bag and show that the yellow bandana has vanished.
Thank you, everyone. The only amazing.
Maybe I'll break some kind of continuous record. Albert did once, at a dance marathon in Mobile. Across the state line, Alabama. You can tell Frank Waters everything that I told you. I don't have time for inexperienced people. I'm going out now with popular railroad men, and with good salaries too. Don't you believe me? Well, if I wanted to, I could prove it. But you wouldn't be worth convincing. I'm going to live for a long, long time like my sister. When my lungs get affected, I'm going to die like she did. Maybe not like in the movies, with violins playing, but with my pearl earrings on and my gold beads from Memphis.
Whoa, miss, we don't let unescorted ladies in here. I'm gonna have to ask you to leave.
I'm looking for Mr. McClintock.
Mr. who?
Mountain?
Oh, right. Hey, Mountain, you got a visitor.
Miss Miller, what are you doing here?
Well, I tried to call your
Do you want to sit down?
I tried to call your hotel and they said that you hadn't been in.
No. I haven't been in all day. I was out looking for work again. When you didn't call, I was about to...
Well, something came up. Something important that I wanted to talk to you about.
That's real nice of you to come in here and tell me this.
You know, I've never been in here before.
You've been in here once. You've seen it all.
Atmosphere.
Yeah, you might call it atmosphere. Oh, don't mind that. That goes on all the time around here. Maish says that part of the room is a graveyard, and those guys spend their time dying in there, fighting their lives away inside their heads. That's what Maish says.
Oh. Well, that's kind of sad.
I suppose.
But that's not for you, Mr. McClintock. I think you've got a lot more in store for you.
Have I?
Have you ever? Have you ever worked with children before, Mr. McClintock?
Children?
Yeah, like a summer camp, a athletics counselor.
Children? I never gave it much thought.
Do you like children?
Children? Well, I never had much to do with kids, but yeah, I like kids. You were thinking about a summer camp or something?
That's right. I know a couple in the Adirondacks that are in town right now getting their staff ready. And I can phone them tonight and try to get an interview for you, if I can.
Wait. Appointment? They'll have to see me then, won't they? They'll have to listen to me talk.
Well, why not? You've got to begin somewhere.
Sure, I'm gonna have to. And you came all the way in here just to tell me this, didn't you? That's real nice of you. That's real decent of you, Miss Miller. That's real decent of you. I appreciate that. I really do.
Well, I've been thinking about you, and I really want to help, if I can. I told them you were number 5. So, how about it, Mr. McClintock? Can I have a beer?
A beer in here?
Yeah, I kind of like it here.
Why, sure, you can have a beer. You bet you can. Hey, Charlie, 2 beers, huh?
Yeah, 2 beers coming up.
How about music?
What?
Well, don't you like to listen to music while you drink beer?
Music, well, I never gave it much thought, but sure, we could play music. Hey, Charlie.
Yeah, what?
How about a glass for a lady?
Oh, glass. Ooh, fancy schmitz. Right away, sir.
It's pretty.
Yeah, it's kind of pretty. Them are violins.
It's beautiful.
I never paid much attention to music before. I never had much time. The only music I know by heart really is the national anthem, because they play it before every fight. Da 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 da. Oh yeah, there was Smiley Collins too.
No? And who was Smiley Collins?
He was a fighter, but he used to play the violin. Funny, ain't it? He was a fighter, but he also played the violin.
He used to play the violin. Seriously?
Real serious. Oh, I don't know nothing about his violin playing, but oh man, did that boy have a right hand, like a dynamite. He can knock down a wall with it.
Well, what about his violin?
I remember his last fight, he fought a guy by the name of Willie Floyd. Floyd had 20 pounds on him.
Is there a problem, sir?
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're very welcome too, sir.
We don't have many ladies. That's why Charlie forgets to put out the glasses. Well, drink hearty. That's what Mace says. Drink hearty.
Drink hearty, Mr. McClintock. You think a lot of Mace, don't you?
Yeah, he's #1. They don't come like him.
He was your manager.
Yeah, for 14 years. He's been a real great friend, not just a manager. Back in the old days when I was just getting started, he would stake me from clothes to chow. He's a real great guy. Why aren't you married?
Why should I be?
You're pretty, not just pretty. Beautiful.
Thank you.
Pretty as a young colt. That's what my old man used to say.
Father?
Yeah, a girl's as pretty as a young colt. So he used to tell me.
Well, on, Mountain.
About my father? Well, big guy, nice old guy too. I remember I fought a guy by the name of Elmer Jazzo. Jazzo looked just like my father. Spinning image. In the first round, I didn't even want to hit him. But then in round 2, I shut my eyes and
Mountain.
Yeah.
There really isn't much else, is there, except fighting?
No, there isn't. I guess. I'm sorry.
No, don't be sorry. It's just that there's so much more for you that you'll be able to find now. Hey, Mountain.
Yeah?
Them are violins.
Look, with these gals that want to buy him, most of them are old and dignified. Social register types, you know what I mean? They can't be trotting down to Times Square to pick out the merchandise. They gotta have some kind of a middleman, and that's where the old Daniel comes in. You know what I mean? Hey, I'm walking here. Up yours, you son of a bitch. You don't talk to me that way. Get out of here. Actually, that ain't a bad way to pick up insurance, you know?
Where the hell you gonna take her? Home to your wife? A hotel? Are you kidding me? Look, by the time you buy her enough drinks to get her in the mood, there goes at 50, and another 30 or 40 bucks when the bar closes, and she says she's hungry. then a tent spot for a cab to a hotel, a 100 or 2 for the room, breakfast in the morning, and then you have to put her in the cab after that. That's assuming she didn't pass out during the main bout and ruin your whole investment. Look, I'll buy the 6-pack, go home, slap the old lady on the ass, I'm in. You get what I mean, man?
Well, my stomach's been giving me a real pain in the behind. Oh, no, everything's peachy. I don't know how I get involved in such a mix-up. Anyway, it's not such a mix-up. No, Wally was different. Milton was different. Which Max? Look, did anybody ever buy me a loft before? Yeah, he used to bring me a Mr. Goodbar. That one still owes me $72 I'll never see again. The fact is, I'm a born victim. Here I am, practically 30 years old, and I'm just finding it out. Who's against going steady? What do you think, I'm crazy? Take him home to meet Mama, he'll leave New York in a balloon. Oh, you don't understand. He plays golf, for instance. I never knew personally anybody that played golf. Oh, what do you know? Well, he's got a lot on the ball. He busts his brains all day doing these briefs that he does, and then he comes back to the loft and sweeps up for me. What do you think of that? Well, sure. I made $22 off this loft this month, and Molly's got this kids class that's coming in this week.
He's supposed to be Turkish. Some say his father was German, but no one ever believed he was real. Nobody ever knew him, nobody saw who worked directly for him. But you hear that Kobayashi tell it that anybody could have worked for Soze. You never knew. That was his power. The greatest trick the devil ever pulled was convincing to the world he didn't exist. As soon as Kobayashi left the room, all the guys were talking stories of Soze. They sound pretty... They were unspeakable crimes, Agent Kuyan, but one story, the one that Keaton told me, the one that I believe was the real true story, was from his days in Turkey. There was a gang of Hungarians who wanted their own mob. They realized that in order to be in power, you didn't need guns or money or even numbers. You just needed the will to do what the other guy wouldn't. So after a while, they come into power and they go on after Soze. He was small time back then, just your average ordinary drug dealer, running dope, they say. 3 Hungarians break into his home in one afternoon looking for his business. Instead, they find his wife and kids in the house and decided to wait for Soze. Moments later, he comes home to find his wife raped and children screaming. The Hungarians knew all the stories of Soze, stories that he was tough, not to be trifled with. So they let him know that they meant business by killing their second-born child in front of the family. Then, one of the Hungarians who killed the son threatened to kill the daughter. Now, this is where it gets scary, Agent Kuyan. The Hungarians will allow the rest of his family to live unless if he surrenders all his territories, all his associates, all his business. Soze looks over the faces of his family, and then he shows these men of will what will really was. Draws his gun out, kills the first 2 Hungarians threatening his family. One threatening his remaining son and his wife, the other threatening to kill his daughter. The last Hungarian standing, now holding the daughter at gunpoint, threatens Soze to drop the gun. But instead, without hesitation or a conscience, Soze turns the gun on his wife and son. Boom, boom. Points the gun back at the Hungarian, lowers it, and shoots his daughter in the face. The last thing the Hungarian could hear or see was looking at Soze directly in the face. Soze telling the Hungarian he would rather see his own family dead at his hands than live another day after this. He lets the last Hungarian go. He waits until his wife and kids are in the ground, and then he goes after the rest of the entire Hungarian mob. He kills their kids, he kills their wives, he kills their parents and their parents' friends. He burns down the houses they all lived in and the stores they worked in. Hell, he even kills the people that owe them money and did the exact same thing to their families, and so on and so on. And like that, he's gone. Vanished, underground, off the grid. No one has seen or heard or talked or spoken of him since. He becomes a myth, an urban legend, or like the ultimate boogeyman in the criminal underworld. Or better yet, a spook story that criminals tell their kids at night. You rat out on your pop, and Kaiser Soze will get you. And so all the criminals would have to check their closets, under their beds, and they have to look in their toy chests for Soze. And no one ever really believes. Do you believe in God, Agent Guion? Keaton always said, I don't believe in God, but I'm afraid of him. Well, I believe in God. And the only thing that scares me, and you, and for whoever believes in God, is Kaiser Soze.
My apartment is right over here.
Did you read Sex and the Single Girl by Helen Gurley Brown?
What?
Okay, well, Helen Gurley says that if you go to a man's apartment after just beginning the acquaintanceship, you're just asking for trouble.
Really?
However, Dr. Albert Ellis in Sex and the Single Guy, he encourages it.
Oh, no kidding.
But I don't agree. I mean, I just don't agree. I think who you are, who the man is, and what your particular needs are can't help but color your true emotions. And that is why I will wait out here for you.
What?
I said I would rather wait out here for you.
Well, why?
I just don't like going to a person's apartment when I hardly know the person. Not that anything's gonna happen, it's the idea of the thing, you know?
Yeah, but I told you, I think I left my gas on. We'll just go in, check my oven, and then we'll leave.
Okay, just for a minute. I just don't like going to a guy's apartment when I hardly know the guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's the idea of the thing.
It's the idea of the thing. Oh, what a nice decor. It's very masculine, but it sends out good vibrations. How much?
Oh, 135.
Oh, gas and electric included?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, I don't smell any.
Smelling what?
Gas.
Oh, wait, as long as you're here, why don't you use my bathroom?
What?
Well, you know girls have to go more than guys, and it's a long ride home.
Okay.
It's, down the hall to your left.
Thanks.
you want to dance?
Oh, that's funny.
What is?
You know what I was thinking when I was in the bathroom when you were making all those noises?
What noises?
When you were running around creating the atmosphere, I was like, oh my god, he's gonna do something gauche, like make a pass, but all you wanted was a dance?
All right, that is a little funny.
Mm-hmm.
You want to dance?
I don't know. Do you want to dance?
Yeah. I'll bet you don't know where the music is coming from.
The phonograph.
Oh no, the tape recorder. I got it about a year ago, and I don't know what I'd do without it. Sometimes I tape something groovy on, you know, like whenever Frank Sinatra's on, or TV specials. You know how many speakers I've got?
No.
6.
I'm getting sleepy. I think you better take me home.
Wait, we just got here. Why don't we just sit down and talk for a while?
About what?
Well, I don't know, life.
Okay.
Actually, you know what? It's kind of hard to talk with this music on.
Do you believe that the woman is the love object, or the man is the love object, and the woman is the other?
What?
Okay, did you read The Second Sex by Simone de Beauvoir?
No,
Okay, well, that's what Simone says. But I don't agree. Why do I have to be the other? I think I have just as much right to be the love object as the man does. What do you think?
Sure.
I'm glad you said that. What are you gonna do?
Kiss you.
Why?
Because, your mouth is nice?
I better get going. It's not that I'm not having a good time. It's the idea of how I'm having it. Okay. I'll try to think about it. The blinds are up. People can see.
Oh, don't worry. The windows will fog it up.
Oh, can I have a cold drink?
Ow! What?
Can I have a cold drink?
Oh, come on. You don't want a cold drink. I just poured you some
Yes.
wine.
I'm thirsty.
All right. Just have a seat and I'll be right back.
May I speak frankly? A friend of mine was going with this guy that she met at the Central Park Zoo. But she spent the whole weekend with him. And it was a full 2.5 days. Do you know what I mean by full?
Yeah, sure. You mean full.
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong, the sexual thing was there and all, but so was the spirituality. Did you read The Prophet by Khalil Gibran?
What? No, actually, I was gonna read it, but I just never got around to it.
Okay, well, you know how he says, I am you and you are me and we are one? Well, they were one at his house. They were one at her house. And all over town, they were one. So, he was supposed to call her Monday, and a whole week goes by and no call. So then she bumps into him again at the Central Park Zoo. And then he says, let's go back to my place. Can you believe him? Can you imagine? When he hadn't even called? So then she says, what kind of girl do you think I am? Okay, no regrets. They were one. And it was a full 2.5 days. Do you want to hear something really depressing, though? Not only didn't this guy call her, but he never even bought her a Coke.
Really?
I mean, if that doesn't depress you, what does? What would? Oh, what a giving thing. But it's no use. You have to be who you are. This may be you, but it isn't me.
What is it?
Did you read The Art of Loving by Eric Fromm?
What? No, I was gonna read it, but I never got around to it. Or actually, it was on paperback. It got all sold out.
Well, Fromm says whoever is capable of giving himself is rich. And that's why I tried to be open to all experiences, like a blackboard to be written on. Let's rest.
Rest? Why are we resting? We haven't done anything yet.
I'd like to take a moment to reflect on things.
What things?
Will you stroke my hair?
Excuse me?
Stroke my hair.
Okay.
I like this, Jerry. Shall I tell you how I feel?
Sure.
I am queen of the universe, and the waves part for me, and they engulf me. Kiss me, Jerry. How do you feel?
Warm like the sea foam.
Do you want me to stay?
Yeah.
The whole night?
Yeah, don't talk so much.
Then tell me.
Tell you what?
That I am queen.
Okay, you are queen, you are queen.
Thank you, Jerry. Say it again.
All right, you know what? I think we got off on the wrong track somewhere. Can we not just talk and just do it already?
Do what? I don't follow.
What do you mean you didn't follow what we really came here for? Sex.
That's not you talking, Jerry. That's not my Jerry.
Oh, you're Jerry. How can I be your Jerry? We barely even know each other.
Well, I thought you said you knew me, and that's why I let you take me out and wine and dine me.
What are you, crazy? You made the advances. I didn't wine or dine you. You asked me to buy you a cup of coffee, and so I did.
Okay, I can't get over this. You mean all you wanted from this relationship was something cheap and smutty? I have needs too, Jerry.
All right, you know what, Brenda? Let's just forget the whole thing, okay? I'll put you in a cab, and it was nice knowing you. Ugh. Why do I ever have any luck? Every Saturday night I go to Maxwell's Pub, I either get a blush from a girl or a tease, or I wind up with some nut. Tonight I get the whole combination. What is with me?
Jerry, it's obvious that you're a slave to your erection.
What?
Oh, a woman is just an object to you, like an ice cream popsicle. Oh, you enjoy the flavor of it, but take care, because one day you're going to try to discard the wrapper, and the orange sherbet will stick to your fingers, and you'll wind up feeling icky. Because all you know how to do is take, Jerry. You've never learned the meaning of reciprocal giving. And that's what love is. Am I right, Jerry?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, Jerry. Then take.
What?
Go ahead. Take.
But you said I don't reciprocate.
Then
so...
I will give enough for the both.
Oh! Oh!
Ha! Jerry.
Whoa, hey.
Wasn't it worth waiting for?
What?
Wasn't it worth not rushing into?
Yeah.
Then tell me, how many are we? How many are we?
What?
We are what?
One. We are one.
Jerry. Have you read the Kama Sutra?
What?
Yes, there we are.
We're back.
Yes.
Great show.
So you enjoyed?
Yes, we did. This was really
Good,
great.
Good, I'm glad. They're wonderful. They're all study very hard, and they work, and they learn their lines, and they learn how to act, and how to move, and how to do everything, and it's very exciting.
It's really great.
Yes, it is.
And thank you for this opportunity, Mr.
It was a
Phil.
beautiful opportunity.
Yes, it was wonderful having you here.
Come on down there.
Being here.
Yeah,
Here's-
Sandra Lucas was the last person up there. She did the Hecate from Macbeth, which is supposed to be unspoken, I guess, in terms of theater arts. But
Right.
in any event,
Yeah.
you saw Steph Turan and
Yes.
Sean O'Brien, Beatty Anthony,
Melissa
Melissa
Iannucci
Iannucci,
and Jodini.
Joe
Joe
Dini,
Sullivan.
Ali Wald.
Right.
and Ali
The
Wall.
bandana.
The
Right,
yellow
amazing Joe Dini,
bandana.
Joe Sullivan.
Yeah.
Right.
So what else is coming up at the Academy?
Oh, we have a lot of things happening. We have private voice lessons that are taught by David, who studied with Seth Riggs, and Seth trained all of the actors, all of the singers from the American Idol. He trained Michael Jackson,
Wow.
Janet Jackson, Mariah Carey. Maybe you want to take some voice lessons too, Mr. Phil. I mean, you're good, but you could get better. And then, so we have private voice. We have adult Meisner. We have junior Meisner. And we have a summer camp coming up for the young kids.
Performance down in Haverstraw too, down at Shades Theater. I think at the end of the month, isn't it? Or when?
Yeah, we're going to be
July?
at Shades the 29th and the 30th, and then again the 9th and the 11th of September. But we have a summer camp coming up for the kids, and it's really great. It's going to be from July 27th through the 31st, and it's going to be from 9:30 to 12:30 in the morning, and they can learn all about acting and theater and stage.
So it's like a long
Wow.
weekend of half days for the kids.
Well,
is that it?
yeah, it's a week.
Okay. Oh, it's a week. Okay.
It's a whole week,
week of
Monday
wonder
through
then.
Friday. It's the week of wonder.
Very nice.
Actually, I think Joe and Melissa actually came
Yeah,
to that.
and Allie also.
And Allie, right, it's true.
The three of them went into that last summer, so we offer that for the kids.
Wow, that's great.
So
Uh-huh.
Well, thanks for having us on, Phil. Really
It's
appreciate
our
it. It was
it's
great.
our pleasure. I mean, you know,
I mean, it's kind, the live television is a trip, boy. I tell you, I mean, to be able to have to do it. It's like on Saturday Night Live. They got like 5 different sets. set
Yes,
up so they
yes.
can just jump to the other cameras.
Yes.
But when you're winging it here, it's a little effort. But
Well, you guys look
wonderful, I
like pros
mean-
out there.
that was fun. Yeah,
but it was fun.
yes, it
And then
was.
I love working with these people.
maybe
It's phenomenal.
next time we'll do Death of a Salesman by Arthur Miller.
That would be
Wow.
great. That
We've
really
got
would.
that one coming up.
Yes.
And
Good luck, man. Thank you with your retirement
Yes.
coming up, and get out there.
And you're going to be you're auditioning for American Idol, I hear.
For The Voice.
Oh,
The
The
Voice.
Voice.
No,
Okay.
American Idol don't take you if you're above 29.
Oh, okay.
You're above 29?
Am I?
Wow.
My wife don't think so.
No, good for her, man.
Well, that's
Good for
good.
you, Phil.
Yeah.
It's good for Phil.
Yes.
Well, good. And
But
then,
let's hear. We've got the parents of all those people over there too. So let's hear it for them. I gotta.
Hey, yeah.
All of the great stuff that they do, because without them, the kids would be, that would be lost.
And it's really great. These kids will really go the right way. I mean, that.
Well, they're terrifically talented, all of them, every one of them.
Yep.
Right.
Love working with them.
Yes. And it's
It's a lot of fun.
Yes, and it's great watching these kids because I worked also with Pam Murphy from the Hudson Valley Conservatory. In fact, she has a show on this channel, and she deals with a lot of kids and does shows in Walden. She's been doing it for many, many years, and it's just great watching these kids.
Grow up and do things, right?
Yep.
It's tremendous.
Yeah,
So thanks for having us on.
Thank you.
it's my pleasure.
Good stuff.
Thank
Yes.
you.
Good stuff. You
So
guys
we-
are great.
We want to thank all of you for watching, and keep watching the Mr. Phil Show. And we will leave you with this note. Now it's time to say goodnight to all your company. MIS, see you real soon. TER, off reason because I like you. PHRIL. Good night, everybody.
Mr. Phil.
Full of surprises.